Good morning. You're listening to Slices of Wenatchee. We're excited to bring you a closer look at one of our top stories and other important happenings every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Today, a candlelight vigil in Wenatchee gave community members a space to grieve and reflect on the fatal shooting of a Minneapolis VA nurse by Border Patrol. Before we continue, have you joined Neighbor yet? If not, download the app today and join local conversations about issues that matter. Neighbor is a site just for our local community focused on facts, not misinformation. Best of all, it's free for everyone. To learn more, visit wenatcheeworld.com/NABUR. Now, let's jump in. About 200 people gathered in the cold night air at Memorial Park on Monday, candles in hand to honor the life of Alex Priddy, a 37-year-old ICU nurse from Minneapolis. He was fatally shot Saturday during a federal immigration enforcement operation. Though the incident occurred more than 1,500 miles away, its impact rippled all the way to north-central Washington. Vigil organizers said the gathering wasn't just about mourning a distant tragedy. It was about grappling with the growing sense of fear and division many people now feel close to home. Priddy's death marks the second time in a matter of weeks that a U.S. citizen has been killed by a Department of Homeland Security officer during enforcement actions in Minneapolis. The first, Renee Nicole Good, also 37 years old, was shot and killed by an Immigration and Customs Enforcement agent on January 7th. At Monday's vigil, attendees expressed a mix of sorrow, outrage, and resolve. Melissa Tigard, founder of Confluence Indivisible and the evening's lead organizer, said the event was meant to create a safe and compassionate space where people could process not only their grief, but their concern about what she sees as a dangerous shift in federal policy. She said, "We knew people would be reacting at home and feeling hopelessness and despair. We needed to provide a place where they could come, be together, and feel the hope that we can build something better." As songs rang out through the park, including the protest anthem, "Hold On, My Dear Ones, Here Comes the Dawn," many stood quietly, while others embraced, their faces lit by candlelight. Some brought handwritten signs or flowers. The atmosphere was heavy, but not without a sense of connection and purpose. Zoe Jaspers, a member of the Interfaith Justice Coalition, spoke during the vigil about choosing compassion over retaliation. She reflected on the last known words spoken by both Priddy and Good. Priddy's were reportedly, "Are you okay?" while Good's were, "I'm not mad at you." Jasper said those final moments speak volumes about their character and remind us of the kind of world we should be working towards. Videos taken at the scene of Priddy's death, circulating on social media, appear to show him being pushed by an officer before being surrounded by several agents. Homeland Security has claimed he approached officers with a gun, but community members at the vigil said the incident raises larger questions about the use of force, transparency, and who gets to feel safe in this country. Tigard noted that while Priddy lived in Minneapolis, his story resonated deeply with residents in Wenatchee. She said, "What's happening there could happen anywhere. We are all Americans, and if it can happen in Minnesota, it can happen in our town too." For some attendees, the vigil was as much about witnessing each other's presence as it was about the shooting itself. Jeff Whitehall, who came with his wife Susan, said that simply being among others who care helped ease the feeling of isolation. He said, "Just a sense of grief, but when you see others gathered around you, you don't feel like the Lone Ranger. There are people who care, even if you don't know their names." Tigard said the event also served as a call to action, an opportunity for people to get involved with grassroots efforts and connect with organizations working for justice. She said, "I see us as part of a broader network. It's not just one vigil, it's thousands of people across the country saying this matters." For more, head over to wenatcheeworld.com. Are you passionate about the issues shaping North Central Washington? Then you won't want to miss the Wenatchee World Forum at Pybus. This monthly event brings together newsmakers and the community to dive into the topics that matter most. It's your chance to engage, ask questions, and be part of the conversation shaping our region's future. Have questions or need more info? Visit wenatcheeworld.com/forum. Now, a few other stories you should know about. A Wenatchee man has been arrested for a second time on serious charges including armed rape and stalking. Jason Miller, age 40, was first taken into custody in December for allegedly assaulting a woman he lived with. After posting $100,000 bail, he was released, only to be arrested again last week following new accusations that he had previously raped the woman at gunpoint and continued to stalk her despite a no-contact order. He's now being held on $500,000 bail, with both cases ongoing in Chelan County Superior Court. New federal dietary guidelines are drawing criticism from nutrition experts in Washington, who say they may be unrealistic for rural communities. The updated model promotes whole foods, healthy fats, and an increased emphasis on animal proteins like red meat and full-fat dairy. But some, like dietitian Judy Simon and WSU Extension's Margaret Weibrock, worry that the focus overlooks economic barriers and leaves gaps in nutrition education, especially after the defunding of SNAP Ed programs that supported healthy cooking in Chelan and Douglas counties. With fewer resources and rising grocery prices, many families are left without the tools to implement the very guidance meant to improve public health. This Saturday, the Welter brothers will bring their folk sound to Watercourse Cider in Wenatchee for a fundraiser supporting international exchange with Kyrgyzstan. The event, starting at 6 p.m., will benefit the Kyrgyz Washington Sister Region Organization, a nonprofit connecting professionals and communities across the globe. Proceeds from the evening will help fund a local delegation trip to the World Nomad Games later this year. Guests can expect live music, community connection, and of course, locally crafted cider. If you're in the mood for laughter and a fairy tale with a twist, Kashmir High School Drama has you covered. Students will perform the musical comedy Once Upon a Mattress, a playful spin on The Princess and the Pea, on January 30th and 31st, and again on February 5th through 7th at the Kashmir Middle School Auditorium. The production showcases student talent with a mix of high-energy ensemble numbers, heartfelt solos, and full orchestra support. Rick Boone has been named news director of the newly unified newsroom operation between NCW Life TV and the Wenatchee World. Boone, a seasoned journalist and former managing editor at several stations across the country, began the role earlier this month. He brings decades of experience in both reporting and leadership and says he plans to focus on building a multi-platform newsroom with strong digital engagement. Boone believes in a people-first approach to storytelling, saying his goal is to earn trust by covering communities with respect and depth, not just when news breaks, but consistently and with care. Thanks for listening. For more information on all the stories you heard today, visit us at WenatcheeWorld.com. The Wenatchee World has been engaging, informing, and inspiring North Central Washington communities since 1905. We encourage you to subscribe today to keep your heart and mind connected to what matters most in North Central Washington. Thanks for starting your morning with us, and don't forget to subscribe to Slices of Wenatchee wherever you listen to podcasts.